In the past 3 years, I've knocked well over 10,000 doors, made quite a bit of money from it, as well as learned a lot of principles. The most important one that I've learned, and the one that I hold the most value to, is no does not mean no. Sometimes. When someone says no and they give you some random reason, that's not the real reason, and that's not why they're saying no. It's just a smokescreen for uncertainty, and that smokescreen can be overcome. And these smokescreens, they're usually along the lines of, oh, I have to talk to my wife, I have to think about it. Things like this, things that you even hear on a day-to-day whenever you ask someone for anything. And whenever someone says anything along the lines of that, it usually means I don't trust you or I don't believe you. And the reason they don't just tell you flat out why they don't want to do it is because it's a lot easier to say, oh, I have to think about it, than to say, I think you're a scammer. So whenever someone says no, it's a smokescreen for uncertainty. So whenever someone gives you an objection along the lines of, oh, I have to think about it, whatever, it's them saying that they're either not certain in you, your word, or the kind of work you're gonna do. And most of the deals that I've made have all come from people originally saying no or throwing a smokescreen at me. And the way that I get over it and actually make them more certain isn't just by being like, oh, you can trust me, and then start giving reasons. I have this one frame I call ALC, agree, loop, close. So whenever someone gives me an objection, I'm like, okay, fair enough, I hear you, because you need to understand where they're coming from. Secondly, I loop. And what a loop is essentially you kind of repitch them. Like, okay, fair enough, I get where you're coming from, but the main reason why these people were getting it done, and then you re-loop. You make them more certain on you and the kind of work that you're going to do for them, or the end result that they're gonna get. And then I close, which is essentially I ask them again if they want to buy. And my close goes along the lines of, if that sounds fair enough and you want to get it done, all I really need is some personal info. And I don't actually say personal info, I'm just putting that so it's easier for you. Essentially, I ask for their address. It might make more sense to ask for their email or for right away their card info, depending on what you do. And quick tip, after you ask someone for the close or if they want to buy, shut up. Don't say anything else. Just let them actually say yes or actually give you an answer, because whenever you keep talking, that makes it seem like you're not confident and just that you're a novice. So this one I found out fairly late into my career, but one that I found out very, very early on. Every no gets you one closer to a yes. If someone says no to you, it's fine. There's another door literally 10 steps away, or another opportunity 20 steps away, etc. Don't get too tied up on what's going on in the moment. Don't get too tied up on this one deal, because there's another deal not too far away. And I remember the first time that I heard this, it was this one guy that I worked with in my first job. We got so close to getting this one deal, and then the lady says, no, I don't want to do it. And then I was super bummed out because we got so close to getting it. And then my friend was like, honestly, Issa, don't even worry. Every no gets you one closer to a yes. And I remember when he told me that, it just gave me a huge sense of confidence. So have this attitude towards everything in life, be it a job, be it girls, be it literally anything. Have this mental approach towards it, because now you're going to put yourself in a state of abundance and you won't be stuck on one thing. So instantly you're just going to perform better. And when it comes to actually being rejected, one lesson that I learned is to never take anything personal, because you never know what someone else is dealing with. There's been a few times where people have just told me straight up, like, honestly, man, this person just passed in my life. I don't even want to do anything right now. And if you knew what every single person was going through whenever you're talking to them, you would be a lot more understanding. So whenever someone says no, or they're just rude or whatever, I never take it personal. It's just, honestly, something else is going on in their lives. They're not taking it out on you. It's just what's going on for them. So whenever that happens, I'm just like, honestly, it's okay. Have a good day. So most of the time when people do reject you, it's not them rejecting you. It's them rejecting what you have to offer and what you're doing for them. Or sometimes it's just a reflection of what's going on in their lives. Be it someone passed on, they're having financial problems, they don't have time right now, etc. It isn't them rejecting you. It isn't them not liking you. It's them just not wanting or needing what you are giving or what you have to offer. So whenever that happens, just know that there's another door, or there's always another opportunity. So don't get too tied up on it. And during situations like this too, you need to be able to just accept it and move on, because no matter how good you are, you can't sell to everyone, and that's fine. That shouldn't be the goal. The goal should be to sell only to those who have some interest and who can buy. Trust me, if you have that mentality, next time you go out and sell or do anything, you're going to perform a lot better. And when it comes to sales itself, if you saw my last video, you'd know that you shouldn't be selling. Instead, you should make them want to buy. What you should do is create a buying environment for the person that you're presenting your offer to. So essentially, you should focus less on influencing and persuading them and more on getting them to want to buy. essentially appealing to their wants and their needs. And the main way to go about this is, firstly, taking control over the situation, having them react to you as well as make them like you throughout the entire process. Second is give them a good offer and make it super, super easy for them to buy as well as get what you're selling. And I go a lot more in depth on this in my last video. I'll put it in the description if you want to watch it too. And this next one is a pretty universal thing for life, sales, and business, and it's a fairly common quote, but I love it so much and I want to really explain this. Essentially, when it rains, it pours. Whenever something's going good, it stays going good. Whenever something goes bad, it stays going bad. Say whenever I would get a deal literally on the first door that I would knock, I knew that that would be an amazing rest of my day. Whereas if I didn't get any sales for the first half of the day, I knew that that was just going to be a horrible day. And the thing is to realize that the rain and storm always comes to an end. If you're on a huge winning streak, it's going to end. If you're on a huge losing streak, that's also going to end. The good and the bad always comes to an end. So the best thing that you can do is honestly just be able to weather the storm and understand that everything is temporary. If something's going good, you need to be able to prepare yourself for when everything is going bad. And when things are going bad, the only thing you can do is keep strong and keep trying to become more powerful, be it learn more, make more money, and just keep on pushing. Because that's really the only hedge you have to an ending season. Become the best version of yourself. And the lesson I want to finish this off with, it's not even just for door to door, it's honestly life in general. The people who are the most successful are the ones who have the most fun. If you're doing something only for money or only for status and it has no other incentives, it has no other bonuses to your life, you should probably do something else or start looking into other things that you can do. And obviously we can't do what we love fully, otherwise then we won't love it. Essentially what we should do, and what I did, is find things that you love and build around it. Essentially for me, I love leading, I love teaching, so that's why I went into business. I don't really care that much about cleaning windows but what I do care about is building a team, leading people, and making them the best version of themselves that they can be. I don't like editing videos that much. I don't like editing them at all. But what I do like is teaching. So it makes sense for me to do it. So build around something that you really enjoy. If you like teaching, become a teacher or make YouTube videos as well, or do consulting or do anything along the lines of that. If you like being outdoors, then do something around that. I'm kind of just spiraling off right now, but I'm sure you get the gist. So to recap everything for you, no does not mean no, only sometimes. Every no gets you one closer to a yes. Never take anything personal, don't sell, create buying environments. The storm always comes to an end, and find a way to enjoy what you do. So hopefully you were able to also gain some lessons from that. This is essentially the most important things that I've learned from just door to door from when I started 3 years ago till now. And I can always reference these into something that I'm doing in my day-to-day. Be it working on my business, going out, talking to people, etc. I can always reference one of these. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you want personalized help past these videos with either scaling, starting your business, or even with sales, click the first link in the description. I can help you out. Or check out the website. There's a bunch of free courses on there that I'm sure that you can learn a lot from as well. Also, check out the newsletter if you want to get these in written form as well. There's always gems in written form. And yeah, with everything being said, thank you for watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.